This episode 3 of Acolyte, single-handedly ruined Star Wars and what Star Wars stands for. This is a slap in the face of George Lucas. The Star Wars that we know and love is over, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know how to say it to you. It's over. It's done. Star Wars is done. They can bring back Hayden Christensen. They can bring back Ewan McGregor. They can bring back Qui-Gon Jinn and his character. They can bring back Darth Maul. They can do more Darth Vader stories. It doesn't matter. Star Wars is ruined. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Jaden here, and today we are going to be talking about Star Wars. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you heard that right. We are going to be talking about Star Wars. As you all know, there's been a lot of controversy surrounding the Acolyte. I'm on Twitter a lot, and on Twitter they were talking about how Episode 3 was going to be the end of Star Wars. I was not interested in watching this series, and I still haven't watched this series, but I couldn't help myself but go back and see what is exactly going on. I am not a huge Star Wars fan. I have paid my respects to the series. As you can all see, I'm way more of a DC Marvel type of guy. I've never grown to love Star Wars. I actually have a lovely family member that I am very close with, and me and him talk about this many times about how much he loves Star Wars and how I have always respected the series. I don't hate Star Wars. I'm just not as big of a fan, but I do respect it. I love the characters. I love the lore. I love the storytelling. It's always been top tier, and I thought George Lucas has always done a fantastic job. And I think, and I have been on the record saying that the prequels were overhated. I am biased. I am a huge Anakin Star Wars fan. There's been a lot of controversy surrounding this series, and I'm just going to go ahead and implement the videos that want to talk about right here.
When people watch The Hate You Give, what do you want them to walk away with? Because I know everyone has a slightly different feeling.
Well, I mean, white people crying actually was the goal.
First off, I want to just give a disclaimer. Yes, does this series have a lot of controversy? Yes. Is there a big deal surrounding Star Wars with the characters being gay? Who cares? That's not my focal point. I want to talk more about the love of comics, being a fan of the franchise and lore itself. Why is it now that we're getting actors that's playing characters in series, in comic book heroes, and everything in the realm, not caring about the product and the source material? There's a guy that's in this series claiming that Anakin Skywalker and Darth Vader blew up the Death Star. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not a Star Wars historian, and I knew that was wrong. What happened to hiring actors that actually like the source material and are fans of the franchise? I don't know nothing about this chick that's the actor. I really don't. I've never seen her before. I've never seen her act in anything, but you come out on a talk show and claim that your agenda behind playing a comic book character is to piss off white people? Really? I mean, I know you could say it was a joke and all this, all day under the sun. But what happened to just coming out saying, I wanted to pay? And obviously these characters are brand new, guys. None of these characters are Star Wars lore, from what I'm saying. I'm going off based on what Star Wars Theory says. Star Wars Theory is he knows his stuff. Based on what Star Wars Theory is saying, none of these characters are in the comic book lore. So, how about come out and say, yes, I want to introduce this character, make her feel one with the Star Wars universe, make her feel like she's unique in some type of way. No, she goes out and says that her goal was to piss off white people. Media and comic book movies, since COVID, has been nothing but a culture war. It's turned to nothing but a culture war. It's not about the love of the franchise anymore. It's not about producing the best entertainment you can produce and have happy fans at the end of the day. All entertainment has been, when it comes to comic book movies, is about checking a box. Oh, I got to have a gay person in this movie. Oh, I got to have more inclusion in this movie. I got to have a black person. I got to have a white person. I got to have an Asian person. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Native American, okay? If I have any right to talk on this topic, I believe I do. I'm a minority. It shouldn't be about race or checking a box. It should be, Can I hire this actor to produce the best version of the characters that I hired them for and produce quality entertainment? No matter the color. I'm on the record. Denzel Washington is easily my favorite actor to watch in a movie. And he's black. Having love for comic book characters in general has never been about race. It's all about having the right character, casting the right person for the job, and them excel at that job. Everything's turned into a culture war. Everybody gets, mainly now, especially if you're a person of color, everybody's agenda when they get a role for if they get casted a role for either, even in this girl's case, this character isn't brand new, but still, I'm just talking about in general. The goal is just to move goalposts. The goal is not to bring out the best interest in this character. The goal is not to provide a good story. The role is, okay, we check the box. That's all that matters. What happened when Robert Downey Jr. got the role? And still to this day, he talks about how he wanted to uplift that character. That character, he was Iron Man. When you talk about Robert Downey Jr., he was Iron Man. Same thing with Henry Cavill and Superman. He loves Superman. He made sure that he symbolized and made sure that Superman was represented in the right way. Granted, was his character written wrong than normally what Superman is? Yes, but he embodied that character. He had that feel. He had that aura, and he had that. The way he talked, he was Superman. Entertainment should never be about checking boxes. It should be about giving out the best entertainment, hiring the best actor for the role, and producing. Now on to the next clip.
I want to ask you both because this is, I would say, arguably the gayest Star Wars, I think, by a considerable margin. And
Because nerds are gay.
Well, well, some nerds are very not gay and are very threatened by gay
Well, that's
stuff.
true. But
Yeah.
in my world, nerds are gay.
Okay.
People have told me that it's the gayest Star Wars, and I frankly
You're offended?
into it. No.
I think that Star Wars is so gay already.
Okay.
I mean, have you seen the fits?
Are you telling me with a straight face that C-3PO is straight?
Yeah, the lead actress for this series is making her case. She's just not helping her case for being likable. She's a very unlikable individual, just by the 2 clips that I've seen that I've given to you. But as you know, there has been a lot of controversy about this director, because the director, as you got the guy asked her the question about, is this the gayest Star Wars series that they produced, and as you all know, as I know some of you may not know, that the director is a member of the LGBT plus community. The lead actress goes on to say that being a nerd is gay, and that nerds are gay. How? We're just nerds. We like nerdy things. Since entertainment and all that's been around since 1980s, when has it ever been about being a nerd about being gay? It's insulting. And she went on to say that in her world, nerds are gay. Is that more of a reason to push your agenda in this television show? Was you thinking that nerds are gay and thinking that you coming into the Star Wars franchise, thinking just because nerds watch and that nerds are gay is the reason for you to push your identity politics into this film, into this TV show? Really? This is who Disney's hiring. Star in their television shows. They're not helping their case. She talked about how Star Wars was, the way they could dress and acted was gay. What's been gay about Star Wars? What's been gay about Luke Skywalker's outfit? Princess Leia's outfit, which is very feminine in my opinion. Han Solo, Boba Fett, Darth Vader, the Emperor, Anakin, Padme, the list goes on and on. Obi-Wan, Qui-Gon, Yoda, the whole Jedi Council, the Wookiees, to the little small people in the Empire Strikes Back. The list goes on. What has ever been gay about Star Wars? When? And then the director goes on to say that you can't tell me that C-3PO is straight. He's a robot with 0 relationship interest. He's only had a best friend in R2-D2. That's what he's known for. So when and what world have we been interested in bringing love interest into robots? So I'm thinking just this director that, she got asked that that she made the comment that she likes that is gay. That Star Wars is gay. So she's pushing her ideals and her morals and beliefs into a show for predominantly Star Wars fans. Why can't we just have good storytelling, powerful Star Wars storytelling, stay to the source material? Which leads me to my next point. The whole meaning behind what Star Wars ever was. I'm going to just show you the clip of what's going on behind the Force.
Power of one, the power of two, the power of many. The power of one, the power of two, the power of many.
Yes, you heard that correctly. I'll see these witches of Dathomir. I know nothing about witches and Star Wars lore or Dathomir. I don't know if I'm going based off what Star Wars 3 cities and new characters. But basically they were using the Force to make a baby. With 2 women. But when I was watching Star Wars, I always thought the Force was a supernatural power that could be either used for a force of good or a force of evil. Yeah, the Force can be used to, as I thought it would, levitate objects, trick minds, and see the future. Basically like a supernatural force. It's like a presence, an aura around you, energy, where you can harness it and use it for either good or evil. That's always what I thought the Force was in Star Wars. Guys, they were using the Force to make a child while performing a witch ritual. Since when has Star Wars been associated with using the Force to produce offspring and witchcraft? Granted, I think there is witchcraft in Star Wars with, witches and Dathomir and all that jazz. I do remember that playing the video game, but this is what this video is about. This episode 3 of Acolyte, single-handedly ruined Star Wars and what Star Wars stands for. In a TV show where the first time that you had a budget of $180 million, 2 times of what you had at Obi-Wan Kenobi. This is what we're doing. We're just going to ruin what Star Wars is, what Star Wars meant for. This is a slap in the face of George Lucas. It is not what Star Wars fans know what Star Wars is. Star Wars has always been this journey about powerful characters, storytelling, good versus evil, love stories, and find a way to put all of that in a galaxy full of creatures that were created by George Lucas and fitting it all into one beautiful galaxy and umbrella. Meshing the creature realm of Star Wars, the Jedi human character part of Star Wars, putting it together with the planets, the galaxies, space battles, the Force, and putting that all into one umbrella and creating a beautiful thing, what we call Star Wars. And now we're going to use the one important element from what the whole purpose behind Star Wars, and we're using it to make babies. Kathleen Kennedy is ruining Star Wars. The Star Wars that we know and love is over, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know how to say it to you. It's over. It's done. Star Wars is done. Star Wars will never be the same again. They can bring back Hayden Christensen. They can bring back Ewan McGregor. They can bring back Qui-Gon Jinn and his character. They can bring back Darth Maul. They can do more Darth Vader stories. It doesn't matter. Star Wars is ruined. It will never for a long time, unless some higher power, somebody comes in, scraps all this garbage that they've done. And outside of Mandalorian, the Mandalorian was great. Outside of season 3, Mandalorian was great. Scrap all this garbage that they've been pulling out, and just wipe it from it even existing. Because this stains. It stained the true meaning of Star Wars. If I'm a Star Wars fan right now, I'm speechless. I'm hopeless. I'm hopeless. I feel bad for Star Wars fans. I really do. It's shameful. The beautiful franchise that Star Wars was. And now this. It's a sad day for Star Wars fans. And Lord, I know it's corny and cliche to say this, but may the force be with them. But all in all, guys, if you enjoyed this video, enjoyed my breakdown and my thoughts on this opinion-based topic, comment down below. I want to let you guys know, do y'all think this is the end of Star Wars? Do you think that Star Wars is cooked as I really think it is? Comment down below. Again, as always, subscribe for more. Peace, love, and positivity always, baby. Peace.